Hey, how y'all doing? We're gonna cook some beef stew today. I had somebody ask me to cook some beef stew. I had made a beef stew video earlier. I didn't really like it, but we're gonna try to doctor it up, see if we can't salvage it. All we did was we took some garlic and some onions and sweated them out in some butter, and then we added some peppers, and then we added some stew beef. And we cook that stew beef and make it brown, cook it down, make it tender, and then we add some chicken stock to it. Should have had some beef stock, but I didn't have any beef stock, so we used chicken stock, and we cook that thoroughly until it is just wonderful. And we'll show you how we do that, how we put it all together. Alright, just washing off my beef. Always wash off everything you cook. Wash off your vegetables, wash off the meat that you buy. You don't know where it's been to. You don't know what grocery store has done to it. You don't know who has picked it up and handled it. You don't know what's going on with this nasty meat man that packages that meat either. So always wash off everything you buy from the grocery store. Wash off everything you pick from your garden. Wash your food before you cook it. I'm going to take the stew beef. I think it's a little bit big for my beef stew. So I'm going to cut it down little pieces. Slice it up. Alright, my butter is sizzling. I'm going to go ahead and add onions. That's one whole big onion I'm putting in there. I'm putting a whole green pepper and a whole red pepper in there. Well, they probably ain't a whole. I throw a lot of it away because I'm too lazy to cut it up like you're supposed to. I like to cut up easy way. Little roasted garlic. I don't know, a couple, 3 teaspoons. What y'all think? The more garlic, the better off we are. That's what I'm saying. Roasted garlic. We want to get some of that flavor in there. So take that right there, put it in there. We want to stir it up. Maybe turn it down a little bit. I got a little high, a little too high. We just want to sweat everything out, get everything becoming one good flavor. This is going to be the basis of our stew. And the basis of our stew is where all of our flavor is going to come from. So we want to make sure we have some flavor up in there that you ain't going to believe. A little pepper on top of that. Then we're going to put a little salt on top of that. Alright, like I said, I turned it down, and I'm just going to sweat these things out and get them to sweating. And what I'll do, as I cut up my pieces of meat, I'm just going to throw them in there. I'm going to make these pieces of meat a little bit smaller than they are. We don't want no giant pieces of beef stew in our stew. And it's all going to taste wonderful. It's all going to taste like onions, garlic, peppers. Oh man, beef. This thing is just going to be smack your brains out. Okay, I've got all my beef stew in the pot. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it up a little bit, about medium high. Sit here and watch it. Keep stirring it. I just want to get everything brown. Once I get all the beef to be brown, then I will turn it down, put a lid on it, and we're going to let it cook. We're going to let it cook, I don't know, a while. Probably 3-4 hours. Just until everything is brown and yummified. Now, once I got my stew beef in there, I'm going to go ahead and spice it up like I always do everything. A little Italian seasoning in there. And a little garlic powder. Of course, we already got garlic and onion in there. Why not put a little powder? Why not put garlic powder on it? I already have salt and pepper on it. I guess that's all we needed because we have garlic, onions, peppers, Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Oh man, this thing is starting to smell so good I can't stand it. I want to eat some of this right now. Make me something to eat because I'm hungry. Okay, we've been cooking this about an hour now, just nice and slow, so everything just kind of brown, getting a little bit tender. The stew beef's not done yet. It's cooked throughout, but it's not tender. We don't want it to be tender yet. This is the part we're going to put in our vegetables and going to put in our stew. We're going to start stewing it and cooking it slow until our stew beef and everything gets real tender and juicy. Now, I just put about 2 cups of chicken broth in there. I might put a little more chicken broth. We'll see what it looks like after we put our vegetables in. Some sliced up carrots. I don't know, it's about I guess a little cup, maybe a little more cup of sliced carrots, just chopped up. Put them in there. Could have some corn with some pimentos. I'm gonna put it right in there. Couple cups of corn. I'm just gonna put a couple of cans of stewed tomatoes in here. Nothing fancy, just stewed tomatoes. Garlic and onion with the stewed tomatoes. Then we're gonna get this one big stir. Get it all stirred up. See, I want a little more juice in that, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some more chicken broth. My chicken broth comes from Better Than Bouillon chicken base. Just take about a half spoon of that, put it in some water, and give it a stir. And then we have our Better Than Bouillon chicken broth. Put it right in there, another 2 cups. So we went 4 cups chicken broth, 2 pounds of stewed beef, cup of carrots, cup of corn, 2 cans of tomatoes, and we will stew this bad boy down. You know what? I'm gonna put another. I don't think we have enough juice in there because we're gonna stew it down. I'm gonna add another 2 cups of water to that, just water, and I'll put a little salt and pepper in it. A little pepper, a little pepper, a little salt. More salt, more salt, and yet a little more salt. Okay, now give it a stir, and that looks better. That looks better. Now we're gonna cook this down about 3 or 4 hours till it's nice and stewed, until that stewed beef is just tender and falling apart. We don't want it to be tough. We want everything to be tender and juicy. So we'll cook it till it's all tender and juicy, and then we call it beef stew. Okay, I forgot to put the potatoes in, so come back. Cut me up some potatoes, just 2 big potatoes. There's one. There's another one. Just 2 big potatoes cut up, cubed up, put in there. Give us a little extra something. Put on a spoon when we're eating it. They're very, very nice. Potatoes, carrots, corn, tomatoes, beef stew, onions, garlic, green peppers, red peppers. Woo! What more could a man want? All right, we're gonna let that cook down. And it'll be ready to go. About 3 hours, I guess. Cook it on low, about 3 hours. Okay, so we cooked the beef stew. I cooked it for about 3.5, 4 hours, just on simmer. Just kept it a little bit of a bubble, not much of a bubble. I just turned it down to low. About an hour ago, I started eating it, just letting it sit. And there you have it. That's what you call beef stew. Or you could call it vegetable beef stew. I don't know. We have potatoes, tomatoes, corn, carrots, onions, garlic, red bell peppers, green bell peppers. And we got some vegetables up in this thing, and 2 pounds of stewed beef. And there we have one wonderful beef stew. We'll have that with some cornbread. See that? Bam! Some cornbread in the black. Let's get it. Cornbread, can't see that. Give me a little bit. Alright, so cornbread, we'll have that with bam, the beef stew, and it'll be wonderful. Alright, that's how we cook our beef stew. I hope you all enjoy it. If you cook it, you won't believe the flavors in this thing. It's just throughout. It's just wonderful. Eat it with the cornbread. You dip the cornbread in the beef stew, man. It is a meal unto itself. On a cold day, it's wonderful, but I like to eat beef stew all year long. I'll eat it in the summertime. I'll turn the air conditioner on if I need to, but it's very, very good. Hope you all enjoy the beef stew. Remember, I'm Dave, the world's greatest chef. It says so right here on my apron. All right, y'all have a good day.